Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Drake exposed by woman who escaped freak-off with Dennis Graham. That's Drake's dad. We are on the urban legend Will Evans channel. I'll leave his channel in the description so you guys can check out more. I told you, as this stuff come out, I will continue to watch, because all the stuff Kendrick was saying, all the receipts are here. Shout out to all the good humans. We ain't gonna waste no more time. Let's jump right into it.
Another woman has come forward to tell her story about Drake and Dennis Graham and how when she was visiting LA with her friends, she was recruited to a party that was supposed to be at Drake's house. Now, her not being from LA and her friends not being from LA, they were excited about it. They were adults at the time, she said. She said they went to the party and found out that Drake wasn't.
Well, at least that's good, right? At least they were adults. But yeah, I didn't know where this was gonna go as far as well, I mean, it said Drake's exposed by a woman, so the title, I guess you're saying she grown, but yeah. Another Hollywood freak off.
There, and it was just his dad and a bunch of creepy old men. She said that his dad started getting really handsy and creepy and that they got scared because the old men there were acting weird. And so her and her friend group decided to leave. And as they were trying to leave,
Like Steve
the
Harvey.
security from Drake's dad's house wouldn't allow the Uber to come in the gate. And so they had to walk a mile in the dark to try to get to the Uber. She tells her story. She says that the creepy old man came out the house trying to make her get in the car with her friends. She didn't get in the car. And she said that there was other women there and other girls there that were just as scared, that weren't a part of her friend group, that they were walking around in the dark trying to find their way out of the property.
What the
It could have been a
hell?
freak off, and she's not accusing Dennis Graham of anything other than being creepy. But when you listen to her story, you're going to be able to pull different parts from it for yourself. So she has proof of this. This is for the people that's looking for evidence. Check this out right here.
In 2019, you think you're going to Drake's party, but get Dennis instead.
4 years is a huge favor. I think you should ask for more paper and more paper and more paper. I'm blaming you for hardest gambling addictions.
Get ready with me while Roy tell the story of the time that I thought I was going to an after party at Drake's, and it ended up being a party at his dad's house. So this was back in 2019. I would like to preface.
So I'm just trying to think. She said 2019. I reacted to that video with Shane Gillis saying in 5 years, he said in 2019, in 5 years from now, Drake is going to be like R. Kelly. And, here we are, 2024. I'm just trying to think what other things were said about Drake before 2019 that she could have known about, and did she ignore them? That's what I'm saying. Because I said it's so many people. I feel like if you're a Drake fan, then you know about this stuff, but a lot of people may ignore it, or some people just don't care,
That I was an adult. I was 22 years old. My friends and I are not from LA. We went down and we were able to get like a table at one of like a larger club down in LA. Had fun. And then one of my friends ended up meeting some guy who was like, hey, we like your vibes. Again, we're like not from LA, so this is not like a normal situation from us. And we're like, oh my gosh, how cool. He's like, so there's an after party happening at Drake's house. Like, do you and your friends want to go? And we're like, obviously, like that. Yeah.
See how easy
Again,
it
this is
is?
like not our normal scenes. We're like, for sure. One thing to note was that it was literally being televised that he was at some like basketball game in Canada, but we were like, he has a private plane. He can fly here quickly. Like, that's what's happening.
See, like, listen to that. You know what I mean? Look how easy it is. Like, so they knew Drake wasn't there, but they're so excited and they know how rich he is that they're like, oh yeah, he's going to find out we're here. He's going to come here. I'm just saying, just look how And this is her talking. I'm saying it's probably so many other stories that haven't been told. But look how easy it is.
Happening. So while we were in line, there was some like random like crazy man that was trying to like talk to us and was being real weird. And there was this private security guard who was helping like some celebrity who was there. And his name was Big Money. And Big Money, I know you follow me still. I love you so much. And he was like, hey, back up. And like was so sweet to us and was like very kind and protecting. But then was like, hey, let me get your number and like text me wherever you're going so I know that you're like getting there safe. Because we were clearly like not a part of this scene. Like this was like not our normal scenario that we're in. So our Uber pulls up and we pretty immediately are like, oh, Drake is not going to be at this party. There were like 15 people there. It was not super busy at all. And we're greeted by, it felt like out of a movie. It was this weird, creepy ass butler who was like probably even older than Dennis. Weird vibes. And they just kept like randomly like stopping and then like dancing and then continuing on with conversation. So just Dennis was there, which again, still not from this like area. I'm like, still pretty cool. Like, all right, like for the plot, let's see where this goes. Also, I'd like to preface that, like, I'm not a victim. I just thought it was a crazy story. It was a very weird and, like, uncomfortable situation. But, like, once it got to the point where I was like, this is too much, me and my friends left. So we were really only there for, like, maybe 20 minutes. While we're there, he's just being super, like, handsy and weird. He said some, like, really strange comments, which that's kind of what started leading us to be like, okay, this guy's odd. And like clearly Drake's not coming. So like we feel like we saw what we needed to see and we're ready to go. One weird thing is there were photos of Drake everywhere. Like his entire wall is just like memorabilia of Drake, which I thought was hilarious. But yeah, basically just like a weird, creepy old dude with his weird, creepy old butler. So we, after 20 minutes, are like, let's go. This is weird. There's like also not enough of us here for us to feel like super comfy. So we tried to call an Uber, but he lives like way up in the Hollywood Hills, and there was like a security guard at the beginning of the neighborhood, and they're like, oh, the security guard won't let us in. He's like, no joke, like 1.5 miles up this road. And we're like, what the fuck? So we literally had to walk in the pitch black to get to our Uber because the security guard wouldn't be like letting our Uber in. No street lights at all. So we're walking a group of, I think it was like 5.
I mean, to be 100% honest, she's lucky to be even telling this story. You know, I'm just saying, just think about all the crazy people out there. You got serial killers, you got all these type of things. And again, Drake ain't even there. And it just amazes me how people put themselves in like obviously they have no street smarts at all, you know, but just the excitement of, oh my God, it's Drake. I'm just saying, man, once you have a celebrity status, you can pretty much get anything you want. That's why it makes it even weird that Drake likes him young, you know?
Of us girls. And then all of a sudden we're walking and we see a car coming up from behind us and it slows down and it's the fucking butler. I don't know if I can.
Oh, no.
And he's like, hey girls, you want to get in the car? Like, let me give you a ride. And we're like, no, thank you. And we like start running. This happens like 2 more times. He keeps like making his laps.
No.
And like, we're the only ones walking on the street. Pitch black. So scary. Then all of a sudden we see a figure walking behind us. And we're like, what? Like, what is that? So we start speeding up because we're like, that's so scary. Then the figure starts speeding up. We start running. The figure behind us starts running. So finally, one of my friends just stops and yells like, what's your problem? And we just hear this like sweet girl's voice. And she's like, I'm so sorry. Like I was there and I was like getting kind of scared and freaked out. My friends didn't want to leave. So like I left. So it was just this girl walking down the street by herself, and she was trying to like keep up with another group of girls to like feel safe. And then we were like running away from her. So obviously she joined our group, and we made sure that she got home safe. But yeah, that's really it. He was an odd dude and was saying weird things. I'm not going to get into it just because I'm like, I don't know what. I don't know. I'm like a little scared. But like nothing bad happened. I'm not a victim. It was just a crazy story. And it's like one of my favorite fun facts to be like, I peed in Dennis Graham's toilet. So, yeah. And then next time we went to LA, which was like only the second time we were out, saw Dennis again. So I think this is just kind of like his thing. And we were talking to someone about it, and they're like, oh yeah, no, you never go to a party at Dennis's house. So I think it's just kind of like an LA thing that we were just not aware of. But yeah.
All right, man. So there you guys have it, man. Drake is having a horrible week, bro. He's about to have a horrible year, and it's about to be a horrible future for the foreseeable future. All these allegations are coming out. All these women are going to start coming out of the woodworks. Cameras exist. You know, if this is happening a lot, which I'm
Again, it's not an allegation if there's video proof. Like it's people I seen supporting Drake, and there's literally video of him kissing the girl on the stage. I don't understand it. I don't. I mean, the girl said, you know, what she said, but there was obviously video footage of his father like getting handsy with her. So those aren't allegations. Allegations are when there's no proof, right? So, I mean, there may be some of stuff we've heard, you know, and there's no video, but then you got text messages. So I don't know. I just feel like even Cat Williams, you know, said when Diddy want to party, you got to tell him no. Now it's Dennis. When Dennis want to party, you got to tell him no.
assuming this is happening a lot because Dennis Graham was very comfortable on the video that you guys saw.
Yeah.
You know, she has evidence of this. I'm sure there's other women out there with evidence of different things. So we're going to see a lot of different stories come out in the future. I don't care about all the Drake fans out there that's like, oh, I love Drake so much, I don't want to believe anything.
Right.
Bro, this is evidence right here in your face.
Boom.
It is what it is. You can choose to accept it or choose to deny it. But all these people are not saying the same thing and lying. Drake's name being used, he can't control that. But what you can control is what your dad does, because you know what's going on with your father. And you probably paid for the house, bro. So you know what's going on in that house. You can control a lot of different things. And the fact that his dad feels so comfortable using his name to get these girls into the house, man, lying to these girls like, hey, Drake is going to be there. And then, you know, them being afraid to stay and feeling like they're not being allowed to leave on some level. It's all creepy and wrong, bro. So that's all I got for you guys on this one. Urban Legend 11, you know what it is. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm out of here.
Big facts, man. Shout out to this brother, Urban Legend Will Evans. Like I said, I'll leave in the description. That's big facts, man. When Drake has this celebrity and people know who his dad is, it's easy for his dad to use his name. But it's even easier, I feel, for Drake to stop that. But it's probably one of the benefits, you know, that his dad has. Like, I mean, think about that, man. The girl said she was 22 at that time. I don't know how old Drake is, Drake's dad is, but I know he's old enough to probably be that girl grandfather. So my whole thing is like, this is just one story that we heard. You know, think about the girls, like the one girl said her friend didn't want to leave. So it's like, what did the friends that stayed, what did they end up doing? What did he promise them to get them to stay? But hey, boy, Kendrick literally opened that can, like, yeah. It's so many videos that are popping up now, man. So many. But hey, appreciate you guys coming over and watching. Please comment below, like, share, and subscribe, man. Peace out.